Szewczaks. It's me, Maja Szewczak, and welcome to another Translucent Monday. Oh wow! Why does the time pass so quickly? It's already June. And yesterday, I've had a long summary videos of all the Idea Sundays done from January till June. But there will be an Idea Sunday this Sunday. But today is Monday and we're going to work on these beads that are translucent. And for the first time, I'll be attempting a translucent dollhouse item with my custom colored gel pen. Let me introduce you to this. I know it's not finished, but I will get it finished before the end of the video. It is a working gel pen, even though I've mixed up the colors to be sparkly and an orangey red color, and surprisingly I've managed to make a gel pen that works. I've tried a lot of experiments with gel pens during my free time, so that's what I've managed to make. At least attempt to make a orangey red gel pen using some cheap Poindland ones. It worked. But anyways, it's time to make the dollhouse already. The shape of the bow was sort of giving me a bit of an art block because of its shape, so I cut it to pieces to help myself get an idea of how to use it in, because I didn't know how to use that shape for some reason. But I guess with the bow I can try to work it in a different way than you would expect, because my criteria for it: keep translucency, use the bow and the strawberry, use a gel pen, 1/12 scale dollhouse item, and still has to be working with LED lights. So putting that criteria that I gave myself for this Translucent Monday makeover, the bow had to be adjusted. I think I'll make an umbrella table, and through the hole of that bead, the wooden one, it fits, and it works as a lid for the gel pen. However, we still need to use those beads in there. This strawberry bead, well, I can't stitch through it, so I will have to put tulle fabric over it. Okay, good, it's still translucent. but I will have to color that red, just so it matches the strawberry color. And once that is done, I'm going to figure out how to use it as the top of the umbrella. I've made this base for the umbrella. Now I'll have to attach it to a piece of fabric, but I'll have to make it removable, so I could add in more ink if I need to. I've stitched some fabric to make the umbrella. I will add ruffles, but what about the table? Well, the table will have to use that bow. Parts that I have taken apart as part of the criteria for this episode. And also another criteria that I've already met. The gel pen is used in it, and I've managed to keep the translucency of it. I mean the strawberry. Now, to keep it in the bow and make it part of the table, this was so I could get an idea on how to cut plastic. So the cardboard was just there as a pattern. But anyways, I've decided to use plastic because I want to meet my criteria of the LED lights working, and plastic is more translucent and increases the chance of me meeting my criteria, so using it. Cut accordingly to the cardboard. Now for the layer underneath it, I'm going to glue those parts. So applying glue all over the plastic. Good thing it's a clear one. If you have a clear glue and you want to do it and it sticks to plastic, use it. Because the glues can affect translucency depending on effects. I think I'm going to use a flat surface for that. Glued onto the plastic. Now the bow pieces will need to be glued on. In a way that they will become under the table lamps. Like lamps built into the table. So I had to cut the bow even more, and I needed to arrange it in a way later I could make the lamp to look like a bow. Okay, so This side needs to dry, and I'm trying to work the table into it, however it's not wanting to be glued in. Hopefully I'll get it and it will dry. Okay, I'll just glue the bow to the other side and let it dry. Okay, I should just leave it alone and let it dry. The table dried. I want to keep the translucency of the bow, but yet build the table up. At least hide the wire for the base, but keep the orange bow parts translucent. But at least letting it dry like this was successful. But yet I have to do more. The big bead that I use for the lid is covered in velvet fabric, and I'll have to figure out a way to keep this translucent. There's really pretty glitter in that orange bow and I want to keep it, and yet keep the hole so I could close the gel pen. But yet this has to dry. Maybe I'll figure it out while it dries. I'm thinking of putting a ruffle on the umbrella. And what's this? A ribbon. However, it's not the right color scheme. Let me just fix that real quick. With warm fuchsia, I think it will match the color scheme better than the lilac purple. That's a better color for the umbrella table. Now to stitch it on. Stitched and ruffled, and I still have the leftover warm fuchsia ribbon, but I'm going to try to use it in there. Just going to even out the umbrella ruffles and put it on the gel pen. Yes, yes! Now time to finally think about the table. And I've used the fabric that I've used for the umbrella for the table part. Now it has to dry. And yet, can I remove the gel pen? Yes. However, the table now needs to dry. It dried. Time to fix this one with a red marker. Done. And I think I'll also put this ribbon into the table as well. I ruffled the leftover ribbon, and that's how it looks. I have to let it dry like that in order so it will dry. I was going to stitch it on the table as well as the ruffle, but my paranoia about the bow coming off prevented me from doing so, because whenever I stitch on plastic I have to put a lot of pressure into it for that to work. So that's why I didn't do it. But now it has to dry. I finished it! Time for the LED lights test. On, off, on, off. So the table lights work. Let's test it on the strawberry. Let's try to get the LED light bulb on the strawberry. Nice strawberry. This angle and it works. The camera's doing a better job than in real life. That's the strawberry light off and on. You just have to look at it at a certain angle to get the light, or do it in a darker room because the daylight is so bright right now. So Szewczaks, what do you think of the table? Please let me know in the comments, and bye Szewczaks. See you in another video. Bye.